Hello everyone. I will teach a little sequence now for lower back and hip joints, also including the whole spine if you have any sciatica issues. The vagus nerve will also be getting some release. So yeah, this will help your lower back to relax, to become more flexible, not so locked in anymore. So yeah, enjoy. So the first thing we always do is we connect to our breath. Take your legs hip width apart, lengthen through the crown of the head. We're sitting at the front edge of the chair. So the knees are not falling in or out, they're just above the ankles. Roll your shoulders back and down, relax them. And this lengthening is really important, that your spine is lengthened, that this creates room in between the vertebrae. So please, through all these exercises, make sure your spine is always lengthened and that you are breathing. Breathing the deep Ujjayi breath, and please look it up on my YouTube channel. The breath is the key. The breath is the key for so many things, also for exercise. We can't release when we are holding on and the breath can't move in. We basically can't release any tension. So really do that breath. It's on my YouTube channel, In Tune Healing it is called. And in tune is in one word, and tune has a capital T. So please check it out, Ujjayi breath and full yogic breath. So we're going to do that, inhaling with the soft ha sound of this Ujjayi breath, filling every cell of your body. Exhale, release out of your cells. Let it trickle down your legs into the ground. Inhale, expansion, softness. Exhale, release. Sometimes it's really good to do this hand movement that I also teach. So it's like we start here, connecting to the earth, inhaling, bringing the earth energy into our abdomen, then into our solar plexus, and then in our chest, widening, really opening our arms, and then through the crown of the head, feeling a softness at the top of our head where the sun can come down basically, and then exhaling down into the earth. So this is how long the breath should be. So please do this. It will change your life, honestly. So now how we are going to start for the loosening up of our hip joints is we are going to open our chest, making fists and taking those fists behind our pelvis, like really touching our cheeks in the back there, and opening the chest, really opening the chest. And our head will want to move back a little bit, but we're not throwing it back and down. We are extending our spine like a bow. Open your mouth looking up, but it's like a bow. With the next inhalation, we come up into the center. And then we are going to take our hands onto our knees. Inhale. Imagine there's a watermelon at your lower back, on the back of your chair. And on the exhalation, we're going to squeeze with our pelvis that watermelon. So we're going to round our back, still extending the spine. And then let your shoulders come forward, let your head hang. When we inhale, we come up again and feel the string pulling you up at the crown of the head, because we want to keep that extension. We don't want to squash any discs or whatever. We really want to keep the spine expanded. Let's do that again. Fist in the back, opening your chest, really opening. Exhaling, lengthening up first, and then squashing that melon while your hands come forward, your shoulders and your head. Wonderful. Being lifted by the string, lengthening the spine. Lovely. So now we take our fists back right at the pelvis again, but we are not gonna do any back arches. We are just gonna lift the weight of our chair with the help of our arms. This is only when your arms feel strong enough to do this. And you know, even if it's a little bit, if the weight is lifted a little bit, it will just help. It will just create space. Now again, make sure that your feet are hip width apart, your knees are hip width apart, and your legs are 90 degrees. And now we're going to do this beautiful skiing movement. We're taking our knees from side to side, and this will lubricate our hip joints, basically bring mobility, flexibility into our hip joints, and will also release our lower back. So do that as much as you need to do this at home. If you feel this is really helping you, remember and do this. And now we take our hands back onto our legs, lengthening through the crown of our head, and just feel for a moment, because we want to become sensitive to our body. We want to know what is good for it. So feel how your lower back feels like. Do you feel some release, some softening, some widening, expansion of energy in there? Great. And then we're gonna we're gonna do a twist. So I would like you to take your left leg across the right leg, and your trunk is still facing forward, and just feel for a moment how that feels. And you might already feel that there's a little bit of a twist already, right? So now inhale, lift your left arm and take it back over the back of your chair, or again back behind your pelvis. Your right arm is at the outside of your left leg. Oh yeah, by the way, if you for whatever reason can't take your left leg across, you can also take your knees together. So lengthen through the crown of the head. Again, that's ever so important now. Inhale, and the exhalation, you rotate your head looking over your left shoulder. So your right arm is basically locking you into position here, and also, you know, your left arm could also help with that. So once you are in this position, I would like you to really be breathed. So really feel the expansion of every single cell along wherever you feel the tension, your back, your hips, your lower back, wherever you feel it most. Breathe into that place and feel expansion and warmth, and really be present with that part of your body. So feel on the inhalation expansion, on the exhalation letting go, releasing. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, letting go, releasing. On the next inhalation, turn back, and maybe a little movement to the other side. And then bring your legs again, hip width apart, legs 90 degrees. The toes, you can't see my toes, but they're pointing forwards. On the next inhalation, we now either put the legs together if you can't, and otherwise take your right leg across your left leg. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, turning back out again, taking your other arm over the chair, and your left arm is now stretched out at the outside of your right leg, and you're looking over your left shoulder. Again, inhale, expansion in every cell of your body. Exhale, release. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, release. And don't push anything, don't force any twist. The breath will do it on its own. It will be a release, not a forcing. And the next inhalation, we're coming back into center, a little movement to the other side. Release your legs. Wonderful. And then we open our legs and we're going to lengthen forward, looking into each other's eyes. Feel the weight on your elbows. And we are going to lengthen forward a little bit more. So really make sure that you're safe here, that you're not too far forward on the edge of your seat. Lengthening forward, looking into each other's eyes, lengthening forward. And then we come down and we release our shoulders and our head. Once you are in this, really again feel your back releasing. So now look up into each other's eyes again, taking your elbows on your legs. I want you to really feel now consciously how your lower back relaxes when the weight is on your elbows and your legs. So don't put them on your knees, just really in front of the knees. That's because that wouldn't be good for your knees. So while your weight is now, it's like we are signalizing our lower back, I've got you. I've got you. You can relax now. And also feel how your legs take the weight and the back can just relax. Inhale, breathe into your lower back. Expansion, exhale, release. So this is now a really conscious way of doing a forward bend. Inhale into your lower back. Exhale, release. And there's no pushing. Your back just wants to release, so it wants to come down. Inhale into your lower back. Exhale, allow it to come down. And then maybe at some point, maybe your hands want to go onto the ground. Only if they can then take the weight and support the back from here. At the very end, you let your head hang and your shoulders hang, and you can even rotate your head. Rotate your head into both directions. And then we're going to bring our elbows back onto our legs, lengthening forward again, looking into each other's eyes, and then our hands lifting, being held by that string at the crown of our head, coming up and bringing our feet together. Beautiful. Now feel for a moment. Feel how your body feels like. So now we're going to do some cheek walks. So we are going to take the weight onto one cheek, the head stays still, and then onto the other. It's a little bit like the walking, this Olympic discipline called walking. So we're lifting one cheek and then the other. So again, this is helping the mobility in your hip joints, lubrication. Great. Wonderful. So now we are going to combine the movement that we had with the melon, squeezing the melon, remember, and opening up opening the chest, arching your back a little bit. So now we are just going to concentrate on our pelvis, not so much arching the back, but our pelvis is going back, squeezing the melon, and then the navel is coming forward. Just this pelvic movement, forwards, backwards. And we are going to combine that now with our cheek walk. So we are going to cheek walk to the right side, then pelvis moves forward, and then to the left side, pelvis moves backwards. Right, forward, left, backwards. And our head stays relatively still. And this kind of spiraling movement, I would like you to do this. If you did that every day while lengthening through the crown of the head, I tell you, so many problems will be solved in your lower back area. And then we spiral the other way around. So you can practice that if it feels a little bit awkward at the beginning. That's understandable. It's not something that we do all the time. And great, a little bit of cheek walking. That's it. Now we do a more extreme twist. We are gonna open, and this you can really only do on a chair. So it's a really beautiful thing. So just feel if this is too much for you or not. But the ones who feel confident, just do this. Beautiful forward bend that we've done, lengthening forward. Weight is on our elbows again. Everybody can do this. Inhale into your lower back. Feel expansion. It's like you can feel like warm cotton wool or something. And then exhale, release. But we still got our back. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, release. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, release. And lengthening forward. We're not thinking down yet at all. Actually, we're actually not gonna go down this time. Inhale, lengthening forward, and now we take our left hand onto the ground, and we take our right hand onto our thigh, onto our leg. So onto our right leg, and now we are going to look to the side and just look what's there. And if you feel comfortable enough, you now lift your right arm into the air, and you're going to look at your hand, your right hand. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, release. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, now take your arm down again. Into the center. Here goes your right hand now, and your left hand onto your left leg. And again, we're lifting, going to put the weight onto your left hand, looking to the left side. And relaxing our back. Now we've got our back. I don't even need this hand right now. We've got our back with that hand. But now we transfer the weight onto the right hand again, and we extend the left arm. Look at our left hand. Again, inhale, expansion. Exhale, release. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, release. Take down your arm. Now we take our elbows back onto our legs, lengthening forward. We can now look into each other's eyes again. And imagine that string pulling you up while you're supporting your weight, coming up, feet hip width apart. And maybe we do a little bit of the cheek walks or the circling to release the back, lengthening up towards the crown of the head. Ooh, cheek walk. Yeah, wonderful. So this is my chair yoga for the lower back, hip joints, pelvis, spine. So I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, visit my YouTube channel, In Tune Healing it's called, and yeah, see more. Namaste. Have a lovely day.